Okay, I don't like the 3 p.m. summer monsoons. But I do love this. And even better, this. For DIY number 1, I'm taking one of these wood puzzles. They're from the children's section of the Dollar Tree, and the back of it is wood. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and I'm going to hot glue all the pieces to it. And now I'm going to go in with some Waverly Antique Wax and a baby wipe, and I'm going to paint a quarter of this piece like this. And then I'll take some of the Waverly white chalk paint and get the other side in white. And then I'll go in with some of the agave and do that section. And then lastly, some Waverly chalk paint in the color Ocean. So I'll have this color combination. And now I'll go back in the white Waverly chalk paint and just dry brush on the colored sections like this. And now I'll go in with some Apple Barrel bright yellow on the white part so it won't be so stark white. And also to give it a little bit of a sunshine because Florida has a lot of sunshine. So this is my sunshine part. And from the Cricut Design Space, I cut out this vinyl that's the shape of Florida with home on the inside. But as I lay it on my board, I noticed that the top part of Florida kind of disappears in that part. So I go ahead and, I don't show it, but I go ahead and add some Waverly Antique Wax to the top portion as well. And then that helps it look a little bit better. So right here, you'll see it right here. So now you can see it a little bit better. And then I also created these words out of vinyl, and they just say Florida days, beach days, flip-flop days. Yes, those are definitely my favorite days. The beach days, and of course flip-flop days, that's every day for me. Definitely every day. So I'll just put these on really quick. And now I just flip it over to the back and cover it up with some of the Dollar Tree contact paper because it's really quick and easy. And now I'll have to get rid of that little writing that's on there. So I'm taking one of these little flip-flops from a sticker pack, a wooden sticker pack from the Dollar Tree. And I'm removing the existing adhesive, and I'll just use some of my hot glue to adhere this to my little sign. So just like this, I'll place it right on that wording. It's like the little maker mark on there, the brand name on there. And now I'll go in with some of this nautical rope and place it on the outside edge to give it that coastal look. And then that is it. I'm done. What do you guys think? Today, I'm so happy to be hosting the Cover Me and Funshine collab, and it's the Florida DIYers collaboration, and so I'm hosting, and my co-hosts are Lisa Burningham and Theresa from Theresa B DIY, and together we are joining in with some very talented DIYers also from Florida, and we're all creating Florida themed DIYs. So when you're done watching my video, please head on over to my description box and follow the playlist and see what everybody else has decided to create for this fantastic Florida themed collaboration. Okay, let's head on over to DIY number 2. This DIY, I'm using these cute little shadow boxes from the Dollar Tree, and some of the ears were broke off, so I got them for 50 cents each. So I'm just going to remove all the stickers off of them. I'm going to leave the hangers on them because I'll use them. And I'm not going to paint the frame itself because it's practically the same color that I'll be using for all of these DIYs today, but I will paint the inside. and I'm not going to do a perfect job because you'll see why. So I'm going to go in with some Waverly chalk paint in the color white, just one coat, and I'm also going to use whatever's left on my brush to dry brush on the outside perimeter of this whole frame, just to give it that weathered look that we all like. Once I get that done, I'm going to go in with some of these shells. I have this bowl of shells. Most of them are from the Dollar Tree, and so I'm just going to start gluing them onto the insides of these shadow boxes, and that's why I didn't have to paint twice. That's why I didn't really care about painting the inside too much, because you're not going to really see it, much of it anyway. So I'm just going to start placing these down as petals. So I'm going to attempt to create flowers out of these shells. So I start with 5 pretty good sized ones, and then I'll add some smaller ones on the insides, and then I'll add some smaller ones than that until I start creating what looks like a flower. So now that's up to interpretation. I mean, I think it looks like a flower. What do you guys think? So now I'm taking these tiny little, they're like spiral shells. I don't know what they're called. You would think I would know what they're called, but I don't know what they're called. And I'm going to start gluing these onto each other to create the center of a flower. And I forget what that is called. And it's on the tip of my tongue. I know it starts with an S, but I don't know. I can't remember. So anyway, I just start gluing these little pieces to create the middle portion of the flower. And once I have that pretty much done, then I'll hot glue them on the inside, and whatever gap is left, I'll just continue to add some more until it fills the whole inside of the flower. And I forget what that is called. Somebody comment down below and let me know, what is the center of a flower called? So what do you guys think? Do you think that looks like a flower? For DIY number 3, I'm taking 2 more of these little shadow boxes from the Dollar Tree, and then these have the glass inside and the writing inside. So with these, my best bet is to take a scraper and scrape off the words. So I'm going in a downward motion just because it's easier for me, but I'm making sure that my thumb is on the other side of the frame. I don't want to get cut. But if you feel safer to go upwards, go upwards. But for me, it was just easier to go downwards. It was like it's like an easier way to remove all the writing, all the print that's on here. So once I get that done, it doesn't take me long. Once I get it done, then I'll wipe it all clean, get all the stuff off of it. And now I'll remove these little clips that are on there. I'm not going to use them. Instead, I'll just hot glue the backing this time. And now I'm ready to paint, and I'll go in with some of the Waverly chalk paint in the color Agave. And so just like this, got them all painted. And with some of the white chalk paint, I'll dry brush this frame as well with my chunky chippy brush. And I'll just go around the whole frame. And now with the backboards of these frames, I'm going to trace out some scrapbooking papers. And I'm going to go in with some of the Mod Podge, the matte one. And I'm just going to adhere these papers onto the backing, the 2 backings, like this. And now I went looking through my laser cut stash, and I found a cute little angelfish, and I found a dolphin. So hey, those represent Florida for sure. So I placed a little angelfish on one piece, and I placed the dolphin on the other. And I have some very fond memories of snorkeling at the Keys with my mother and looking at all the angelfish, and then also seeing the dolphins swim around. So yes, these definitely represent Florida. So now I'm going to add some fun things to my little shadow boxes. I'm going to add some cute pearls just to give it a little bit of a glam style. and some of these tiny little shells from the Dollar Tree, and some more of these little spiral shells also from the Dollar Tree. And then this will just give it like a little shaker box kind of look. And all I have to do now is glue my piece back on to the frame. And look how cute they look. Super cute. So using my Cricut, I also decided to cut out some words for these frames for the outside. And I just did beach days for one and Florida days for the other. And I kind of wish I would have made them a little bit bigger, but it is what it is. But what do you guys think? So cute. For DIY number 4 and my last DIY of this video, I'm taking these two galvanized flower metal planters, and I'm using my crocodile to cut or poke some holes on the back, 2 holes on each. But in the end, I realized I didn't need them at all. So you can actually skip this part if you want to, and you'll see in the final reveal that I don't even use the holes. But it was my idea to use the holes, so I made the holes. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with some more of the agave paint and paint them up. And I'm also going to go in with some of the white chalk paint to dry brush as well. So I'll get everything all nice and dry brushed. Try to get the wording to pop out, and also add the white on the top and the bottom rims just to give it that extra coastal look. And I'll just continue to go. And I'll do the back side, the inside. I'll do all of it. I even did the underside. And now I just need my S-hooks to hang these up in my garden. But like I said, I end up now using the holes. So here's how they look. All finished, ready to go in the garden. And then now I'll show you how they look in the garden, but the hooks are underneath. The hooks will be holding the pots from underneath and not the holes, like this. Well, I'd like to take a moment and thank all these wonderful ladies for collabing with me today. So happy they agreed to do it. And I had a lot of fun. And hope you guys watch the playlist and see what everybody else has decided to create. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong. And have a great, great day. Bye-bye.